The soul and mind are stationed in the human body. Every one of you people in this room have a soul. You couldn't be alive if you didn't have a soul. And your soul activates your mind and your emotions. Your life force is this sound current that comes through your soul, and your soul activates everything else. So the mind and the soul are stationed right here in what we call the third eye. Now, being one has not raised their consciousness to that level, the seat of operation drops from the third eye down to the heart, right here. The heart is where emotionalism rules. So if I can just carry this analogy a little bit farther, you go into the temple or the church or the synagogue, a rabbi, a minister, a priest, a cardinal, whatever, is up there giving his rap, and he's trying to tell you that you need to come back to Jesus and you need to be saved again. And they play a few songs, Just As I Am and Trust and Obey and stuff like this, and you're emotionally aroused. And you start feeling a little lonely, just like you feel lonely for the first love you lost as a kid. Your memory is activated, like was brought up at the beginning of this satsang, and you think back and you remember how lonely you are, and your emotional nature is kind of aroused, and the minister or preacher is talking about God and get saved, and you have this emotional reverie, this emotional connection coming from the heart, and you feel some minor upliftment, and you feel the Lord has come into my life. I've been saved. Okay, now, that's a wonderful experience. I don't care who you are or where you're from. That's better than nothing. But is that the whole tortilla? Is that person safe? Are they really saved? And a Sat Guru would say, well, no, that's the emotions here at the heart that have accepted the Holy Spirit in its light form. Not its true sound form. Sound is up here, light is down here. So this can be the Christian, the Hindu, the Muslim, the Buddhist, the Vedantist. They all accept the Spirit as though it's the final authority, and a true Satguru is going to say, that's wonderful, but don't be deluded into thinking that's the highest spiritual current that you can have access to, or it's not the highest spiritual current that's going to transport you back into your own realization or your own liberation and salvation. So that's the main thing that I'm trying to get across to my chelas and the new seekers, is that the Holy Spirit, or this essence of God, is broken down into two divisions. One is light and one is sound. And I say all of that so I can just say the MasterPath deals with sound. It's the ultimate of spirituality. I can't even properly give words to convey this profundity. It just must be experienced. And so the MasterPath deals with trying to take this seat of operation that has dropped to the heart, and it tries to raise it up back into the third eye, or the wicket gate, the Tisra Till, the black spot. These are all names for this center in every human body, right between and just above the eyes. Okay, so these are the two big distinctions of spirituality. MasterPath does not deal with the light. A MasterPather is not satisfied with being able to quote the Vedas, the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita. You can know all there is to know about the spiritual current and still not be realized. So the MasterPath is a very serious path. It's a beautiful path, but it's very, very serious and elite. And it strives to bring your attention back on up to your own third eye, where you can get the concentrated form of spirituality, which is called the sound. Okay, that's number one, because some people are looking for a path that doesn't deal with spirit. They want more money. They want power over their friends. They want to do miracles. They want to do psychic healings. They want to find the true love of their life. Well, you see, the spiritual current, true spiritual current, isn't concerned about those mundane issues. They're important issues from a physical plane point of view, but the Great Spirit is trying to get our own soul back into the lofty levels of heaven. It's trying to bring us back home. Okay. So the MasterPath deals exclusively with God, spirit, and the soul. That's number one. If you're not interested in that, I lovingly suggest that you go to a different path and search that out. If you want God, spirit, or the soul in your life, you're right in the right place, because this is a crash course in these divine principles. Nothing else. That's all we're trying to do. You will come to find out that there is a reason why we're here.